So there was a Korean streamer that was murdered after arguing with a VIP viewer who donated $70,000 to her. This is a scary story. It really is. It happened in Korea. A live streamer with over 300,000 followers was discovered on a mountainside in Muju County, North Polona Province on September 11th. Her body showed signs of bruising and strangulation. Police believe she was killed about 30 minutes before her final... Police believe that she was killed about 30 minutes after her final broadcast ended. The suspect is a man in his 50s, identified only as Choi, I think, was a longtime supporter who had donated roughly 100 million won. This is about $70,000 under the nickname The Black Cat. Well, there it is. He allegedly, I guess they are bad luck, told Yoon that he was the CEO of an IT company, but reports later on revealed that he was deeply in debt and his home had been seized in a forced auction. So basically, according to Chosun, Cho convinced Yoon to enter a business partnership with him after becoming a VIP level donator on her live stream. However, she recently tried to cut ties, reportedly exhausting by his controlling behavior and demanding schedule. Wow. Absolutely disgusting, isn't it? Horrible. And anyway, let me see if I can find a few of these. Viewer confesses to killing streamer over business dispute. Okay, so he said he did it. All right, well, then that pretty much settles it. So let me go back. I actually made a comment about this myself, and I said this the other day. So this is the comment. Korean streamer Yoo Jeon has been killed after an attack from a viewer, and I don't know exactly, like, you know, is this person, like, fucking, like, what's the reason? I have no idea. But, and I said this too. I said a cautionary tale to any streamer. If someone randomly starts giving you a ton of money, stop and block them. I know it might sound insane, but think about the kinds of people who give 50K to a girl on the internet. Insane people. Be safe and be proactive. There you go. And then you've got Andrew here too. Deranged pay pigs are a serious problem. No amount of money they give their idol is going to make them suddenly love them or find them attractive as a partner. It's an insane parasocial mentality. Use that money to improve yourself. This man deserves max punishment. He absolutely does. 100%. And this is often why I advise women against having a social media presence. I think that, like, and unfortunately, right, I mean, I know a lot of girls that have, you know, done social media stuff over the years. I mean, obviously I do. It's what I do. And so, okay. If you ask 5 streamers that are girls, if they've had a guy that's done this, you will get 15 or 20 stories. This is a super, super common thing. This isn't something that happens like once or twice. It's happened once here, once there. It is extremely common. It's sad. Yes, it is. And my advice to any of these girls that are doing this, and this is not exclusive to women, by the way. It's just that women, there's the added attraction, you know, like that's being involved as well. And it's like an agitator. But it happened to Tectone twice too. Like, and this is one of the reasons, if you guys ever notice, like, do you know that's one of the reasons why I don't take donations? That's actually one of the big reasons. And I think another guy that really does this the right way, I've got to give a shout out to him. I've been critical of the guy in the past, but I still like him, is Ludwig. Ludwig is one of the only guys that has just been like, even from the beginning, whenever he didn't, you know, have a bunch of money and everything, he was always like, yeah, you don't fucking donate a bunch of money or anything like that because I show speed. Yeah, maybe speed. I don't know enough about speed to know that for sure. And so anyway, Ludwig, he also said this too, but, and the big issue here is that I don't want to see people that accidentally let themselves fall prey to this. Because a lot of people will donate money to you and they won't, like, you won't realize it. And this Mira response, I don't think it's about the money. I think there's people in your chat who are giving you a lot over time, yet they are not trying to dissect their body and pack it into a suitcase. Wow. Funny thing about that. That being said, I mean, I think obviously, like, women get this way worse than men do. This is by far, this is a men on women issue 9 out of 10 times, probably 99 out of 100 times. But I think that women, if they're getting a lot of donations like this from one guy, my best advice, cut it off before it starts. As soon as the guy gives you more than like a few $1,000s, block him. Block the payments, turn it off, say you don't want to deal with it. And the reason why is that somebody who's giving you all of that money, they're buying something. You don't know what it is, but let's be honest, everybody else does. I know that it might sound bad to not take that money. Yeah, they feel like you owe them. Yes, exactly. They're buying what? Yes, they won't stop sending. Well, no, you can just block payments. It's very easy to do that. It's super easy. We're all 35 here, but isn't this attitude like for people 18 to 25? If your audience is young, it's all schizos? No, I don't think so, because the guy that did this is in his 50s. I actually think that it's very common for older men it's common for young men too, of course, and maybe it's more common for young men, but it's not exclusive to them. But it is a lot of older men. I think that they'll latch on to a streamer girl, and then they'll try to like do everything that they can for her. And then whenever she doesn't give them the attention that they think that they deserve, then obviously, you know, they go crazy. And so it's really, really sad, especially broke, lonely men. Yes, exactly. And it's also a lot of the people that are giving this money to a girl. Many of them, like I've had guys that have, you know, like, you know, they've donated to my stream, and, you know, I like they donated like $2,000, and I find out later on this is like some super rich guy in the Middle East or something like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's right. Maybe if I go to the Middle East. I was talking, actually, so I talked to S-Fan last night. I talked to S-Fan about the whole Middle East thing. We're going to be, you know, maybe making some preliminary plans for that, probably at the end of the month, and getting some ideas of how things are going to go. And I'm excited. I definitely am. It's probably going to be, we're talking about like maybe a 2 to 3 week thing. And yeah, get the oil money. So we actually talked about that too. And, you know, he was saying like, oh, people might pay you to go out. I'm not going to take any payment to go out. I don't want to do anything like that. I think that it would, I don't think people would want to see that. It would kind of complicate it, even though I don't have a problem with it myself. I'm just not going to do it. And yeah, why not? I feel like it would. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, right? I mean, yeah, I would not do it. And it's not that, like, I mean, also like, and the real reason why is that I have, you know, I think that I have pretty good foresight. Like, people, if I went over there and I enjoyed it and I got paid money to go over there, people would say that I didn't really enjoy it and I only liked it because I got paid. So it would invalidate the entire experience. That's the reason why. Going back to this though, basically, whenever I see people that are getting donated a bunch of money from content creators, or sorry, from viewers, a lot of times the viewers that are doing that are mentally ill, and the majority of them are not Saudi Arabian oil princes. The majority of them are not New York stock traders. The majority of them are not wealthy business owners or bored, you know, like European descendants of nobles. Most of them are people that have salaried jobs and have some sort of loneliness issue or mental illness or some sort of other unresolved problem, and they're effectively, you are their outlet for that problem. So that's about it. And so, yeah, how much money do you think would be the limit before you consider them mentally ill? For me, like 2 to 5K, depending on the frequency. Like if somebody gave me 3K over a period of 3 years, I mean, like that's nothing, right? Like really, whenever you think about for like a lot of people with just like any top 10% owner in the United States could afford that. That's fine. That's generous. Yeah, in total. 3K is crazy to me. Well, I'm saying like as a threshold, as an indicator of a more than likely that this person is insane. That's where I would really put it. Like obviously it's an insane amount of money to give somebody, but I'm going a little bit beyond that, right? Obviously. I ain't giving you nothing. I'm broke. Boy, you don't gotta watch ads either. And so glad to have you. I mean, as I've said before, I've said this many times, I love streaming, I love making content, I love making videos. I'm going to be doing this as long as I can. So I don't have a problem with it. You want to use, you know, the McDonald's Wi-Fi, stolen laptop, you know, VPN, ad blocker. I don't give a fuck, guys. As long as you're here, I appreciate it. So that's all I ask. And I can make plenty of fucking money just with that. But this story is so fucking sad. It is such a sad, such a horrible story, and I think that there needs to be more awareness of this because of how bad it is. And I think also, you know, again, some people were accusing me. This is always what happens. Some people accuse me of, I think I saw some of the quote retweets. Let me see if I can find some of these post engagements. And this isn't really that big of a surprise. Women don't care. Consequences are someone else's problem. Like, in my opinion, this kind of stuff right here, this is... I don't know why you'd say this, right? Women don't care. I mean, why would you even say this? And you can tell how Asmongold has broken people's brains the same way that Trump has. Several replies on this are accusing Asmon of blaming the victim or being an asshole, even though he isn't blaming the victim at all, and he's saying something that should be obvious. Look at that. Look at this here. A girl died and your first thought was to blame the victim. No wonder your community is full of rape, rage, I don't even know what this even means. But this isn't about blaming the victim. It's about preventing bad things from happening to you. See, a lot of people like this, and this is kind of what I've said before about Twitter, right? This is the reason why I don't think that we should let people vote, is that people like this are more concerned with how things sound than what they are. They're more concerned with looking good than doing good. They're more concerned with looking like they're helping than actually helping. They're more concerned with optics rather than outcomes. And so whenever I give people advice like this, I am an expert in this space because I know I've been streaming for a long time. And so it's sad for me to see so many people that are just totally captured by these mindsets. But unfortunately, I think it's quite common.